February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ready up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Tiger, tiger.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Goff. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Badgley's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
from a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Oh, here Lockett with a chance to run it. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
19 Lions.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Okay, ready? Pass the 60, pass the 60.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one too low.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Super.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 57 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 9 now. He'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, gone. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
Here's Goff. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jameer Gibbs.
In the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go, whoa, go.
Now it's Goff. And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
141 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Maverick.
From the red zone now, Goff.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Left side complete to Lockett. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos.
19-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Here comes third in the length of the football.
Check, smash, check, Mustang 19.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now they're going to speed things up here.
On third down, here's Walker.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the 50, it's Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willing.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Goff going to shift him around. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
146 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Goff now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Chris Watkins. He scored on a punt return, and now he scored through the air. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, this
like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.